counting down Star Wars. This is the first time I've actually picked up the camera all day, and it's 9:30 p.m. So this vlog is probably going to be continued on to tomorrow morning, or I don't know, maybe I'm going to make a whole video out of tonight, but I wanted to go ahead and get my bed ready, so this could maybe be part of my get ready for bed with me. Can you say that on the internet? Probably not, but get ready for bed with me. So yeah, this is basically the process of what I go through. I'm just gonna set you guys down on the tripod real quick. The light's kind of going in and out, but if you have just started following me, I have a very specific process that I put in place as a routine-based system for myself every night. You know, there's a certain time that, like, you know, I'll close all the blinds and things like that. I don't know, comment down below. Do you do the same thing, or is it just kind of, do you just kind of like go with the flow? I wish I could honestly go with the flow a lot more often, but I tend to find that I really crave routines. But anyways, this is something that I pretty much do every night, and actually I'm doing it a little bit later than I normally do it. I usually do this about 8-ish. I'll come in and just kind of like set the tone in my room, even though I'm not gonna come in here straight away. It's kind of like I'm getting it ready so that when I'm ready to come in here, it's already done for me. Another reason why I do this is just energy purposes, you know. For example, you know, I'm not as tired at like 8 o'clock at night, whereas compared to maybe when I come to bed, which is around 10 or 10:30. So when I come into my room at 10 or 10:30, I don't want to have to like go through all the motions. It's just really nice to just walk into my space, and it's so warm and inviting and kind of like set up. So that's why I have this thing where I'll come in like an hour or two prior and get the mood set, I guess you could say. So the first thing that I do is I turn on my air filter. So that's one of the first things. Then I turn on the lamp on whichever side, sorry about the lighting, on whichever side I sleep on. I do rotate just from like a mattress perspective. And then I will turn on the TV. I'll also get my humidifier going too. So let's go ahead and do all the rest of this stuff. Sometimes there's always stuff on my bed, so I always like to just kind of pull it off. Sometimes I'll actually put it up where it needs to go, and sometimes I don't. I can just throw it over the chair over here, so I'll go ahead and do that now, and then I will get the bed ready. So I'm going to remove all of the pillows. I know there's a lot on here, but I do this every night. And then I bring pillows in. So these pillows have a satin cover on them, and this is what I sleep with. I think it's just better for the skin, and it's really good for preventing wrinkles, I guess. As you can see, I do keep quite a few pillows still on the bed. This lighting is just, this is not it. Over on this side, for whichever side I don't sleep on, I do keep some of the pillows. It's just not necessary for me to remove all of them. Plus, I actually really like how cozy it seems to be for me. And then I always keep like one of my longer pillows just kind of over here until I get in, because sometimes I will wedge this like on my back just to kind of alleviate any pressure on my lower back. I am a stomach sleeper, like I prefer that. So sometimes I'll use like a pillow to prop under my hip to kind of like keep this part of my body not from like caving in. Just keep the pillow out for that, and then I've got my 2 satin pillows ready and over there. Now I'm gonna pick up my humidifier, It is completely empty, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this filled up. And in case you're wondering, I did get this from Amazon, and also that air filter is from Amazon too. I've had it for a really long time, like several years at this point. I'm gonna turn this down on low so that you can actually hear me better. Once I do that, I reach into my nightstand drawers and I pull out both of my remotes. On this TV, I don't have cable set up. I just have my Fire Stick. Also got this from Amazon. This is not a sponsored video by Amazon, although can you imagine? But I love this thing. I have this on every TV because I love it. You have a little voice thing too, and you can just tell it what you want. I really like that because sometimes I find navigating on the remotes are just kind of, you know, but yeah, so I'll show you guys how this works, by the way. So usually what I like to set up, because obviously I'm not going to be in here, I just do this to set the tone. It just makes it a really cozy environment. It also brings my house to life a little bit because it's just me and my daughter, and sometimes it's just me. So having an extra TV on, and I only do this at night, just really, I don't know, it makes me feel better. So, so I'll show you guys basically like how this works. Sometimes it takes forever to load, but I will push in the little button, Frasier, and then it brings up Frasier right there, which I know is hard to see, and then that's it. So I like to put on a show that I specifically will watch at night. There's a lot of shows that I do that. I don't know if you do that. I have shows that I like to watch strictly in the morning, strictly at night, based off of holiday seasons, weather days, stormy. Like, I really do watch TV based off of moods and all of those things. So typically on an average night, weather not related, holiday not related, I typically go in for either Frasier or Star Trek Voyager. Those are my two favorite nighttime shows. So yeah, so I'm currently on a Frasier kick, which ironically in the living room I have Star Trek Voyager because I actually want to watch that. Not that I don't actually want to watch Frasier, but it's like my background show until I get in bed, and then I'll actually watch an episode. Next, I like to go ahead and do all of my routine before I go to bed. Actually, when I do my turn down of my bed, because again, at this point, I know I have some energy, and then I don't have to worry about it when I am ready to go to bed. If I wait until I really come to bed, chances are I'm probably not going to do this whole routine. So I definitely have to capitalize on doing this earlier in the night so that, you know, I actually get it done. Plus, I also brush my teeth. Again, usually I do this whole process a little bit earlier, but by brushing my teeth as well when I do this earlier in the night prevents me from snacking, continuous snacking, because I'm like, oh no, I just did my whole, like, you know, process. So yeah, but I already actually brushed my teeth and did all of that before I decided to film. So all I have to do is take care of my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face. I've been on this for a minute. It is the Foaming Facial Cleanser. It's a dupe. It's like the Walmart brand that's supposed to be with CeraVe. All right, because I haven't done a mask since last week, I'm gonna go ahead and do one again, show you guys, because I want to talk about this right here. This is the Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask. I believe I showed this on my main channel for like what I got for Christmas. I put this in my stocking and I love this stuff. I can completely see where the reviews are coming from. It's just, I've never had a mask that honestly comes close to this, but I'm also not like a mask, you know-it-all. But, oops, what am I doing here? It even comes with a little like applicator, and it's supposed to bubble, which is really interesting. So as you can see, I'm just gonna get this. Oops. I should be wearing my little thing, but I'm going to be talking about all of my skincare products, so I'll make sure to link them all down below for you in case you're interested. I wanted to do this kind of video because I have been asked for like my skincare routine, and I'm still in the process of figuring it all out. I've never really been into this stuff overly much. I've just been like a throw on moisturizer kind of girl, and like I walk away and that's it. So I'm just starting to get into doing a lot more. So I want to pick up the camera so that you guys can see how it's bubbling up. Like, do you see that? That's crazy. Yeah, it is a really cool mask, and it feels so good when you rinse it off. And I'm telling you, I've never felt my skin the way it feels after this mask. Yeah, it's just incredible. Next up, I'm gonna add my Burt's Bees complexion stick, but I do try to get right into this pocket right here, and that's about it. All right, now that we've got that, I am gonna do this product right here. This is the Mugwort Spot Gel. I got this also from Amazon, and out of any product I've ever used in my life, this one is #1 for me. And I've only used it since I've had it from Christmas. So I've only been using it for 2 weeks. And I can tell you straight up, I've never had a product put out the results like this thing has. So one of the things that I can tend to get are like cystic acne whenever I drink milk or creamer or anything like that. It's just something that I've noticed. And this thing, I'm telling you, I don't know what it does, but it just removes the inflammation or whatever is going on under the skin overnight. And so I've put this on during the day too, and within a couple of hours, completely different. Now, the one thing I'll say is that it doesn't like remove the mark, at least not right away. So I still do apply it to like little flat spaces. So I've got, I don't even know what this is right here, but I'm gonna add a little bit of this here anyway, even though there's no swelling or anything going on. It's just like a little red spot. And so I'll just kind of put it there, and then I'll just kind of like very little, I don't even know if you can see how much is on there. I just kind of go around and put it in certain places. Sometimes I kind of switch it out. I have a hyaluronic acid here, or lactic acid. You're only supposed to do a lactic acid, I think like a couple times a week, and I already did this one the other night. So I'm gonna put that one up. I can either do this renewing retinol serum or a hyaluronic acid serum. I think I'm gonna do the retinol tonight. but I don't think this is a true retinol. Because I thought a true retinol, like, you only put on at night, but the directions on this one says that you can put it on like twice a day and under makeup, and I'm under moisturizer, and I'm like, isn't a retinol like a little bit more abrasive than that? Like, aren't you supposed to like build up? So this must not be like a, I don't know, maybe it is. I'm gonna move on to my lips. This is the Burt's Bees. Wait, Burt's Bees, yeah, they're both plural. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's a really pretty packaging. I got this for myself for Christmas as well. And it is a overnight lip intensive treatment. Trying to get that on. But yeah, it is obviously a lip balm, but it's made to be like an overnight treatment. So I really like it. Now I'm gonna move on with my moisturizer, which is the CeraVe moisturizer. I'll show you guys the bottle in a second. I'm just gonna get this going. This is the moisturizer right here. All right, so my skin, this whole thing, I'm ready. I don't have to do anything else. So once I'm done doing this and I have my bed ready, I go back out into the living room. I watch either a few TV shows or one movie. I'll either play app games while I do that, or I'll work on puzzles, coloring, or I'll also like play on my laptop, and sometimes I like to plan out my day tomorrow, like, or the next day. So tonight, I really don't know what I want to do just yet. Alright, I am in bed now. I stopped filming for a little while because I got to talking with my daughter. We were just having a little chat. It's actually now 11 o'clock, but I'm actually going to watch Star Trek Voyager, so I'm going to do my little thing again. Star Trek Voyager. Here we go. I wish I would have been the person that invented this. Okay. I have my hair down right now, but I do sleep with it up, so I always have like a scrunchie on hand with me, just because it doesn't get as tangly. And I also have a book with me. I usually always have books in my bed, and this one is The Lion's Lady by Julie Garwood. Really loving this author so much. So I'm gonna give this one a read, and Loxie just got to her bed. As you can see, I've got my humidifier going. Also, I always have to have a thing of water with me all the time, and it has to be covered just because I have this going on, and then just, you know, Loxie's hair and stuff, so I like to make sure that my drink has like a cover on it. But yeah, my throat just gets really dry, but especially when running the humidifier, it's not as bad. So this definitely helps me with my cough and like my my asthma type stuff. So yeah. What is it? Here she comes. No, don't get up. Don't get up. I used to let her sleep in the bed with me, but that just got way too much dog hair, honestly. Just too much. And she's massive. Sometimes when I edit, I'm like, she just doesn't look as big as she actually is. Like, that's an extra large bed. And then when she's on this bed, she takes up literally all of it. All of it. I mean, this is a queen, though, to be fair. But she's a big girl. You're a big girl. Aren't you? You big, pretty girl. Say goodnight.
say good night.